morning everyone, happy Monday. I hope you all have a lovely start to the week. So the weather isn't looking too good today. I think it's going to rain, which to be honest is a good thing. I feel like the garden really needs it. But I thought it would be a good opportunity to cut some of my David Austin roses just so I could bring them in to have in my office because I'm working today, so I won't get to enjoy them in the garden, and also just show you guys some of the different varieties that I have. As you can see, they're all pink. I do have some more in flower, but I thought we'll start with this batch and then I can maybe do a part 2 on some of the other varieties. So I do have a lot. I'm very lucky. I do have a lot of David Austin roses. But as you can see, they're just also beautiful, lovely variations of sizes, shapes, and then obviously like different shades of pink. Some of them aren't maybe the best example just because of where we are in the season, and also some of them I wouldn't usually use as a cut flower, like Mary Delaney, but I thought it'd just be a good, example just to show. So what have I got here then? So this is beautiful Eustacia Vi. So it's kind of got like an apricot tone. It's just looking so pretty. It's actually looking exactly the same as the first bloom that we had in June, which is always good. Gertrude Jekyll. So I do cut Gertrude quite a lot. So yeah, that's a really gorgeous rose. I've got quite a few Gertrudes, just a lovely climber. I do get a fair amount of black spots, so I do find her high maintenance, but she's definitely worth it. Also a very thorny rose, but again, just totally worth it. This is one of my favourites for cutting. So stunning. This is Queen of Sweden. Just got the most gorgeous shade of pink, most beautiful shape, and most of these roses, they do not last more than a few days in a vase, which is really normal for a garden rose. But yeah, I do find Queen of Sweden is a little bit longer. You will get a good few days out of that for her looking really, really good still. What have we got here? So this is Mary Delaney. So as I was saying, I wouldn't usually cut Mary Delaney. I just enjoy her in the garden. Beautiful upright blooms, lovely foliage. I've got quite a few that, as you can see, so I'm actually obviously inside today because of the weather, but you can see in the background I've got my trellis just covering that's my oil tank. I've actually got a few Mary Delaneys on there, which I'm going to grow them as a large shrub just to get them to about 7 foot because I don't need them to climb too high. And I've got a few Mary Delaney. I've got her on the back fence, and just again a really beautiful fluffy light rose. If it's warm, I do find she doesn't hold up as well in the heat, but yeah, still beautiful, quite unusual actually. That's my Olivia. Again, this is probably not the best example of Olivia. She's got more of a close cut usually, but it's just where we are in the season. Because I've got 10 of them out front, my Olivia Rose Austin hedge, they're all really looking like this at the moment. But again, just beautiful, good for cutting, very multi-purpose. I'm always raving about Olivia. I don't stop talking about it. Skeptisle, another gorgeous rose. So I've actually got this one by my front door and it's very happy. It's only just really come into its own this year and it's just started to really branch out. Really good for pollinators. It's got a beautiful yellow centre, and again, I wouldn't usually cut this, but just a really lovely, beautiful rose. Very quite upright, so sort of branches out. But the stems are quite upright, but they're kind of rounded. So Queen of Sweden's just straight up, but Skeptisle's got really, just kind of a rounded habitat. I don't know if that's the right word. And I'm always talking about this rose because I love it. I am going to get more because I tend to stick to the same varieties and just use repetition in my garden rather than collecting. Obviously there's a few more varieties that I do want, but I mean Queen of Sweden, Gertrude Jekyll, Olivia Rose Austin, Harlow Carr, I repeat them. I've got this as a standard and a shrub, and I just love Harlow Carr. She's gorgeous. Again, a very thorny rose, so you don't want to have her, if you've got young children, you don't want to have her right near a footpath because yeah, if you catch yourself in those thorns, or if you fall on them, it is, you know, it's a substantial thorny rose, but again, just so beautiful and delicate, just small, and you see those little clusters of fluffy pink blooms. I do cut them and they hold up well, actually, considering the type of rose it is. I do find it holds up quite well. But again, you kind of need a, which I don't have, I haven't replaced it, you do need a thorn stripper really if you're gonna cut that one. But again, I just love it. I will be getting some more for the front because I'm creating more of a herb garden. It's quite a natural looking rose, the way it's just really fluffy and branches out, and it's actually quite a bright shade of pink. That's faded a bit now, but it is a lovely brighter shade of pink. So that's this batch. But yeah, as you can see, I'm very lucky. I've got some lovely pink David Austins there, but I will do a part 2 with some of the others, but I think it's quite interesting to show the difference between each rose. So I hope that was useful.